Look who it is. Erica Renee. Good to see you again. Today, I want to give you my take on voting. So last week, Roland Martin and Lupe Fiasco had a little Twitter spat about Lupe Fiasco's decision to not vote. Some of the things they were tweeting were, quote, Obama ain't gonna lose because of me and my raps, end quote. And Roland Martin replying, quote, I get the frustration of Lupe Fiasco, but checking out of a process is not the answer. It's getting more folks to stand up and be heard, end quote. So, they probably don't really talk like that, but that's the best man voice that I can do. So, you know. Um, Before I start, let me give a disclaimer. I am not bashing anyone's opinion or decision. I just want to explain why mine is better. Okay, that was a joke too. I'm going to stop playing. Okay, serious. I totally understand where Lupe Fiasco is coming from with his decision not to vote. Being upset with the fact that the black community is still suffering and that blacks weren't even allowed to vote without restrictions until 1965 when the Voting Rights Act was passed. And that's really not that long ago. But instead of holding a grudge against the way our ancestors were treated, let's embrace it and do what we can to make a positive change. Now, with politics, we all know that we're voting for the lesser of the two evils. But not voting does more harm than the act itself. Being ruled by our government is inevitable. So why not have a say in who governs over you? People died to award us the right to vote. So it's kind of ungrateful to not, And I'm not just talking about black people. I'm not. Way back when, only white men who owned property could vote. So that shut out working white men, women, and immigrants. So many things have been done in the past to prevent us from voting, such as limited polling places in urban areas and paying poll taxes, and even threats of being subject to physical violence at the polling place. We're giving them what they want by not exercising our right to vote. They don't even have to set up the roadblocks anymore because we're doing it for ourselves. Not only is the presidential election important, though, choosing our senators to back up our future president is important as well. We also need to know that it's important to vote for our local officials to ensure better neighborhoods. And I'm not saying rely solely on our elected officials to make things magically better. We have to be the change that we want to see. We have to get active. What I'm saying is please exercise your right to vote. It's not only important for now, but important for our future. And if you choose not to, don't base that decision on something that someone said. Do your own research and make an informed opinion on what you've learned. And be mindful. If you don't vote, don't complain. Seriously. Remember, the last day to register to vote is October 9th. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. Erica Renee, this was my take. And I hope you all make it to the polls November 6th to exercise your right to vote.